What's up, guys? My name is George and welcome to the second episode of Career Mode with Valencia in FIFA 14. Right now we're looking at the players that I have transfer listed, 2 for loan and the rest for sale. This episode is going to be kind of long, so hopefully you guys can stay through the whole video. It's going to be like 15 or 16 minutes, but that's because we have a lot of things to do here. We have to sell, we have to buy. You know, this is the time of the season where we have to do a lot of stuff in order to get this club, you know, working good, have a lot of good players. I mean, the squad already looked good, but of course we have to make some improvements. We got 22 million euros in the transfer budget, 240,000 in the wage budget, and now we're gonna look at some players that one of you guys suggested. I asked in the first video, in the first episode of Career Mode, to give me some names, to look at some players because I needed some help. And one of you guys gave me a bunch of players to look for. One of those players was Adrian, as you saw right there, which I looked at. Then also this guy, Brian Carrasco. But this guy, I don't really need him because he's a right mid and I already got, good players there. So, I kind of discarded him. But Adrian, I was very interested in getting that guy because I've seen him before. In career mode, and obviously he was younger. But since I am continuing this career mode without starting a new one, there's gonna be some players that they used to be very young and not that good, that now they might have better stats and might cost a lot more, maybe, yeah, but they're gonna be better. So Adrian, a great player, and center attacking mid, which is one of the things that I really need in the club. I mean, I do have other center attacking mids, but it could be a different alternative and it could be pretty good. So the center back, this guy Hector Moreno, like I said in the first episode, might be a little bit biased on getting this guy because he is Mexican and I am Mexican, but he is pretty good. I mean, he is not that bad and he is very cheap. We got a couple transfers here for Andres Guardado, and obviously I'm not gonna sell him. He's a very good player. I can use him as a left back, I can use him as a left mid, so it's a player that I do not want to get rid of, even though they were giving me a lot of money up. So we could have gotten a lot of money for him, like around 15 million, which is pretty good. But yes, I'm not gonna sell him. I'm trying to sell this guy Ivicevic, but I did a counter offer and they did not accept that counter offer. But for Hector Moreno, I inquired about him and they wanted 7.5 million. And you know what? I said, yeah, that's pretty good. 7.5 million for a player that could potentially be in the ratings of 78 and 80, because I kind of already know what his rating was before I even bought him. And yeah, so I think that's pretty good. We got transfer offer for that striker, and I accepted. A very young, but it doesn't look promising. We got transfer offer for this guy, Parejo, a player that I really did not like. And 13 million, more than his value, from what his value is. And yes, I mean, they're giving me like half more than what his value is, so I decided to go with that, accepted the offer. He is 81 rated with like 20 something years old, 25 or 26 or something like that, but I really don't think he's the best player to fit in the center defensive mid position, so I think it was a good deal to sell him. We get they actually sent an offer to Manchester City for Javi Garcia because that's the player that I wanted, and they accepted. So now it was all down to the player accepting the offer. And then we go for Hector Moreno, like I said, and they accept as well. He wanted 80,000 though for his wage, and previously he was getting 50,000, so that was a lot of money. That was 30,000 more, but I didn't care. I mean, he is going to a bigger club. Espanyol, it's not as big as Valencia, so I decided to give him that 80,000 a week. Hopefully he does come good through for me. So for Javi Garcia, he accepts the offer, so we have a new player in the club, center defensive mid, Javi Garcia, and we are gonna replace him for where Parejo used to play there. And like I said, it's just that Javi Garcia could play a better center defensive mid than Parejo. He's stronger. He's better in the air. Everything. So I think he fits in perfect. Hector Moreno is our second signing. We get him, and he is 79 rated. So like I said, he was between that 78 and 80 rating. I think that is good because he is higher. He has a higher rating than Matthew and than Victor Reis, which is our other center back, which is he's gonna be a substitute. So now we have our two center backs. Of course, Rami, he is not gonna go anywhere, and now Hector Moreno, that's gonna be pretty good. So some of the other players that I had here on my short list, I'm gonna take them out because I don't think I need them. I had Giovanni Dos Santos there, and I was thinking a long time about getting him, but I just decided, I think I removed them as well because I just didn't think, I needed him. I have a lot of center attacking mids, and I was gonna buy another one, Adrian, and he is younger. He's only 4.8, but since I was trying to get rid of wait, did I just put 8 million there? I think I made a huge mistake, guys. I think I actually put 8 million and Dorlan Pavon for Adrian when he was only 4 million. I think I just made a huge mistake right there. I'm not so sure, but I think I did. So you guys, if you want to, yes, I actually put 8. Wow, I am so stupid, guys. I put 8 million and Pavon as well. Oh my God, that is just crazy. That is just crazy, but I think that's what they wanted. Is that what they want? I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. You guys have to rewind the video. I'll rewind it later and look at it, but I think they wanted 8 million. So, but I don't know. I don't know what I did right there. I think I just gave him 4 more million. I think because I think they just wanted 4.8 million. I don't know what happened there, but I guess I sold Dorlan Pavon to get him. I put him in the deal so I could get Adrian. I was trying to get rid of him because I really don't find any place for him. The same goes for Ivicevic. That's a player that I really don't want to keep in the club because we already got Lukaku in there. We got Paco Alcacer. We also got Helder Postiga. So we got a lot of decent strikers there that can back Lukaku. I was still, thinking about getting another striker, to replace Lukaku and put Lukaku on the bench. But first, I needed to see how good he was in the game. So we start out the first match. We play the first match ever with Valencia, and this is going to be against Wolves. No, that's not Wolfsburg. That's Werder Bremen from the Bundesliga. So very familiar with this team. And we start out losing the match, but a few seconds later, we get the equalizer with Vanega, another player that I was thinking of switching, of selling maybe, because I just didn't feel like he was gonna be a good center attacking mid. He didn't have a lot of pace. He didn't have a good shot. But I think I am gonna leave him there and see how he does, and if he's not good enough, then we'll buy someone else in the January transfer window. So 1-1 in this match. Lukaku had another chance right there, but he looked like he wasn't doing a lot in the game so far. We're in the second half now, but then it's gonna be Oriol Romeo. This guy, center mid, gets the second goal for us. Very good coming in from the backs right there. I think that was Figuli who gave him the ball, and that was a very good finish by a center defensive mid. I think that's pretty good. But a few seconds later on, it's Werder Bremen striking back to get that a goal. 79 minutes now, and we get the third goal. This was a crazy match, crazy first match for me. A lot of goals in this one. The defense, I gotta say, Moreno is not one of the best defenders, obviously, and he wasn't amazing, but he did do some pretty good tackles here and there. But I'm not gonna lie, he's not amazing or anything like that, but for the price that I paid for him, I think that is pretty good. So 3-2, not the best of games, but we come out with a win. The first match we win it, and I think that's a great start. Not losing a match, not losing your first match in a club. So the team Flamengo accepted the offer for Adrian, and we also get an offer for Dorlan Pavon right there. But of course, we already included Adrian in the deal. But like I said, I think I messed up really bad. Yes, I gave him 8 million plus Dorlan Pavon, which is like 12 million in total. That is just ridiculous. I don't know why I did that. I guess I wasn't paying attention. So that is very bad. We lost out I gotta say we lost out on 8 million, basically on 8 million, because I think they only wanted 4.8 for Adrian, so that is not a good by me. That was not good by me, and I just gotta apologize to you guys for just doing something really stupid. But I think what's done is done. We still have 19 million in the transfer budget. I went ahead and looked at some center mids because I was really short in that position. I mean, I have a lot of center attacking mids. I have a lot of left mids and right mids. Strikers, I'm pretty good. Center backs, I might need to get another center back. Right back, that's another position that I need, but left back I was already covered. So the thing that I needed to get was center mids, and there were a couple of very cheap center mids, like this guy, center defensive mid Brian Dabo from Montpellier in the League One, and he was just extremely cheap, 525,000 euros, which is basically nothing. It's not gonna do any effect on our wage budget and our transfer budget for both of that. So yeah, I mean that was a very good deal in my opinion, and for a player that was very young. So next match, we're playing the second match here of the friendlies. I think I'm gonna leave out the third match. I don't think I'm gonna play that third friendly match. I think the next episode we're gonna start the season for sure now, or whatever. I think the season starts that's our first game, I think, against Real Betis. So that's gonna be the first game. So this second game, I need to change the team a little bit. Put other players in there to see how they would do. But we started out this match with this first chance. Pablo Piatti, what an amazing strike that was. Just unbelievable. I think he was playing in for Figuli, who got injured, and he was going to be out for 3 weeks. So hopefully he is back for that first game against Real Betis. But, I think he will be. I'm not sure. But Piatti gets an amazing goal right here. I didn't think he was going to score that. Very good strike. And we put that one past the goalkeeper. Second goal comes in by Lukaku and finally gets a goal. That was a very good header, and that's one of the key things about this guy. I mean, that's going to be one of the best things about Lukaku, and that's going to be his heading and using his strength to move players out of the way. That's going to be crucial if I am going to put him as a starter in almost every match. So that's one of the things I have to look forward to, getting headers with him, going on the counter attack and out muscling other players, the defenders. So that's going to be one of the things that I'm going to try to do with that guy. We get the third goal here. We're playing against this team that's not very good. I'm not even sure where they're from. I'm not even sure what their name is. I mean, seriously, I just really don't know where that team is from. We got the third goal right there, 3-0. Definitely an easier match than we had played against Werder Bremen, 3-0. But we almost gave up a goal right here. Very childish of me to do that, or just very carelessly of me to do that right there in the back. Should never do that. I mean, if this was a La Liga match, it would just be a slap in the face. Because it would just be a total fail that they would score on me like that. We get the fourth goal here. That was a very good goal. I think that was Vernat that got that goal. I think that's another left mid, very pacey, 74 rated, I believe. And that was just a very good goal. I mean, I thought someone was gonna header that in, but he gets it with his left foot. Very good volley, puts it past the goalkeeper. We win this one 4-0. Take a great victory here in the second friendly. And like I said, I don't think I'm gonna play any more friendlies. I think that's gonna be it. So the next one, I'm probably just gonna simulate that one. We get a couple of offers from for Jonas, and for Pavon as well, but Pavon is basically gone. But we still hadn't signed Adrian. That's why there were still offers for him. And Jonas, I actually decided not to sell him yet, because I think I want to keep him. I think he can play as a center attacking mid as well, even though he's a center forward. So, I think I just wanted to keep him as well. So as you see right there, I keep on stalling. I decided to, I was thinking of accepting the offer, but no, I was thinking really hard about doing that or not. So I just decided to reject it at the end, and for Pavon as well. So now I was waiting for Adrian, for that to come in. Actually, it was already there. All I had to do was accept the offer, and again, I did not notice I put 8 million for him. Well, that was a very stupid thing for me to do. So finally we get Adrian, 74 rated center attacking mid, but he's 20 years old, 4-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. He could play left wing as well. So I think he is going to. I think he's going to be a great player for us, and I believe I can get him to be a 76 rated by the end of the season, or even more if I do play him a lot in the squad, which I'll try to do a lot. I'll try to put him in the squad for the games that it might not matter as much. I'm not going to put him against players like I mean against teams like Barcelona, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, those type of games, but maybe against teams like Getafe or Sporting Gijon, teams that are not that good. So yeah, we're getting I think we accepted the offer for the player. Or actually, we're doing that right now for Brian Davo. So the club accepted. He was very cheap. They also accepted the offer for this guy as well. But I thought about him, and I didn't really want to sell the other guy that I went for. We got enough for not Dani Alves, for Alves, my goalkeeper. But of course, I'm gonna reject that because I want to keep him in Guaita. I want to keep those two players in the club. Because they are very good goalkeepers. But that's going to be the end of this episode, guys. Hopefully you guys liked it. I know, like I said, it was long in the beginning, but hopefully you guys stayed through. And so please give it a like if you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next video, guys. I'm out. Later.